What are you doing, bub?
The gym. Love it or hate it, health experts say we should exercise.
I don't like it! I don't like to think about it!
It feels good to have music to help us to enjoy the moment a little bit more when you're getting pumped up. And even beyond the gym, these tracks could be used for prepping for a motivational speech.
He faces his challenges instead of just retreating to the sewers, nude, to forage for rings and coins.
Getting ready to go on a date.
It's nice!
Really, anything that you need some inspiration for. Feel free to skip around, but if you watch this entire video, I want you to write down your favorite gym song. I will take 20 of those top songs, and I'll put them in a spinny wheel thing that will help me choose one of them, and I will cover it on this channel. A musical analysis and review. The first thing that my brain goes to is Chris Christodolo's The Rain, formerly known as Purple. When I first heard this, I was a bit impatient with it, to the point that I actually missed the best part, the end lick, the thing that references Prince's track. That is so good. To me, this track really feels super empowering. I feel like I want to slowly climb a mountain. The sun is in my eyes, sweat pouring down all of my orifices. Wait. Well, you get what I mean. It has this fantastic forward momentum about it. The way the melody and the jazz piano bounce off each other. Then as we move on in the track, we get this insane electric guitar. It's this gorgeous culmination that feels so inspired, and I think helps fuel focus. I think it would also be a super awesome track to study too. Nay, the honor is all ours. This track, those horns, they just light a fire under me. This track feels like a battle with opposing forces, with strength, with honor, with focus, moving forward, a fight to the death. I love the dueling brass instruments here as we clash back and forth with the might of giant monsters. In a lot of ways, this feels like my personal theme song, since there are some days that I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like editing videos. I don't feel like making content. I don't feel like going to the gym. But I put this on and I'm like, you know, I think I'm okay. I feel inspired. It really does feel like I just said farting. It really does feel like sometimes I'm fighting with the barbell at the gym, or to just get out of bed because I'm tired. And this track really is a great motivator. There's actually two more from Monster Hunter that I've really fallen madly in love with. One is Crimson Glow Valstrax. More specifically, this part. Like when I hear this, I want to dominate and crush watermelons with my calves. I can do anything and conquer all of my deepest inadequacies, both in and out of the gym, before a performance, before a presentation. That choral line sends me right off. It is insane. And two is Proof of a Hero, without a doubt. So I can't actually play this one for you due to copyright nonsense, so I will sing it. Proof of a Hero, as any hunter knows, is the fuel to get the fuck up and get at it, to let nothing stop you from achieving your goals in any capacity. One of the most lovely songs I've ever heard in my entire life. Anyway, that's unfortunate. You can thank the copyright police for that. Moving right along, this whole entire episode is about tracks that you can listen to get yourself motivated. And what's a classic motivational song? Can you guess? Motivational? Yeah, it's Bury the Light. You know, the memes. This song in combo with the unbelievable vocals by Victor Borba and the incredible instrumentation by Casey Edwards is like a musical amp up juicing session. This song makes me feel like punching my own internal demons in the face. I think the lyrics themselves are so fantastic. Look at these lyrics. I am the storm that is approaching. I am alone. I am a storm. I reclaim my mind, my body, spirit, focus on bettering myself, focus on health, taking my life and grabbing it by the balls and making sure that I live the life that I want to live. I may have suffered in my past, but I'm here now. I think that message is super cool for doing things that we need to do for an extra boost in our lives. It's awesome. This Is What You Are may be an odd choice. It starts kind of slow and it doesn't amp up until about halfway in, but I personally use it to galvanize myself for multiple reasons. I think for one, it's the vocals. I really get a feeling of looking deep within myself. It's almost like this song is a song of my soul, crying out, seeking strength. It's like, I know who I am. How do I show up for myself? So actually, on a personal note, when my dad was first diagnosed with cancer, when the Arhuka would come in as I was working out, I used to break out in a sweat. I almost wondered if somehow I was able to transmit some of my power and health to him, like telepathically in some little way. It's a complicated subject, but it really gave me the feeling like maybe I was helping him, and this song really motivated me in a very sad and dark time. This song really represents never ever giving up to me. It like awakens my true spirit, like the best version of myself. I love it. It's an impossibility that I wouldn't feature Punishing Grey Raven on a list about motivation and going to the gym and getting focused on your goals. It's totally cool if you're gacha adverse, but personally I feel like you need to at least know these songs. For me, there's about 4 tracks that I use nearly every day. Huaxu's drums are so primal and tap into some caveman-like part of me as I lift heavy things, and I feel absolutely invincible and mighty. Last Resort feels like I'm ascending into EDM heaven. It feels like, come on, just one more rep, you can do it, go, go, go. Really feels like, all right, I'm focused, I'm determined, I'm gonna change my life. It feels like a boost of adrenaline for my weary soul. And Hikari feels like I'm completely beaten down, and suddenly it's like all of my ancestors are here, holding me up, reminding me what I'm capable of, unrelentingly moving me forward. And Under Dimension, well, this beat drop is just sick. A recent addition to my workout and motivation track list has been songs from the Warhammer series. The Immortal Imperium has an insane gothic, dark techno mixture with classical elements, with one of the most insane beats I've ever had the pleasure of hearing. Listen to these damn drums. It just slaps so unreasonably hard. It fills you with this feeling of staring face to face with an enemy, with an adversary, knowing that it's you versus them, and you're not going out without a fight. A rather unlikely choice, actually, is from Warhammer 40k Mechanicus, Children of the Omnissiah. I find this different than the others on this list because this one feels really meditative. It feels a lot more silent, much more internal. The movement in the organ, the singular soprano voice in the distance calling out. This track to me represents the inner work, meditation, contemplation, understanding the machinations of why we do what we do, trying to better understand ourselves. But I also really enjoy lifting to this song, and also video editing, actually. There's a prayer quality to it that it almost feels like I'm going to church. I mean a mechanical church, but a church. Spoiler territory for this next track, since I have to include gameplay in this per some rules on videos. In the balance, from the Final Fantasy XIV Myths of the Realm Alliance raids is a freaking bop. Now, I'm a Masayoshi Soken fanboy all day, all night, through and through, but this track is honestly one of the loveliest songs. I love listening to this on the treadmill. I'm walking at a fast pace, I'm almost danced on the treadmill at the gym. There's something about the rhythm never letting up here and this fantastic and boisterous and loud instrumentation. And the melody, it just feels so good to listen to when doing something that requires a lot of focus. Okay, so we're out of spoiler territory. No list of this kind can exist without this next track. This is a recurring track on my exercise playlist. I do not leave the house without it ready to go. There are too many spots in this track to talk about. The whole thing is an absolute beast. I swear when I hear this, I feel like I could literally fistfight a bear. The energy is absolutely insane. The shifting rhythmic patterns and main motive are absolutely firecrackers of energy. The whole track goes from right to left to front to back, and it's just relentless. The only thing they fear is you from Doom is insane. I want to suplex a hippo when I hear this. I mean, I'll die, but that's how it makes me feel. I've never heard anything like this ever before. Another track I just recently discovered, as of this month actually, is Imhullu by Mealophone from the game Demo 2. Loved it so much that it prompted me to actually download Demo 2 and play it. This track is exceptionally lovely. Vigorous jazz, accordion, drama, tension, build-up, resolution, has a French vibe with shifting intensity. It's got this cabaret essence to it. I love the use of piano in it. It feels great, and the build-up around minute 2 is absolutely chef's kiss ravishing. Excellent feeling of modern age jazz if the jazz club is on fire. Ifan's theme from Divinity Original Sin 2, another awesome, fantastic track that's totally different from anything else on this list. I feel like this is what it feels like to enter into a battle during the medieval times. I feel focus from this, much like the other tracks, but there is this pervasive humanity in this track. It reminds me of my own fortitude, of not backing down, of facing my problems head on, and pushing forward in the direction of my hopes and dreams. The buildup is insanely cool. It may feel like an odd choice at the beginning, but the payoff is exceptionally worth it. Just when things feel like they're going really hard, you keep pushing and have the rewards of your labor. It's an awesome track. Next up is Silver for Monsters from The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This track is exceptional. The title says it all. Fighting demons, fighting monsters, standing in front of imposing threats, and coming out the victor.
Oh yeah!
This track is full of virility, capability, humanity. It feels otherworldly too. In a lot of ways, despite feeling like a very human struggle, the instrumentation here gives me really the feeling of fighting monsters. It's electric. Even in its slow plotting moments, you can feel it build to the moment we have this chanting and white voice singing kick in. It's primal in a way that most tracks aren't. An absolute masterpiece, and one of my favorite pieces in the video game music canon ever. Of course, I have to include Radagon of the Golden Order. This, in all likelihood, is one of my favorite tracks from Elden Ring, period. The raw, inescapable dance of death with Radagon, the brutality of his swings, the culmination of a hard-fought road, all leading to this one moment, the horns, the chorus chanting, the sensation of a Fight Club-like duel at the edge of the world. It's phenomenal. The strings, the momentum in the strings, unrelenting force of nature. Absolutely incredible. Other standout tracks to me are No. 2 Theme X by Sawano from Xenoblade Chronicles X. Any of the battle themes from Genshin Impact, those are absolutely incredible, especially the Inazuma ones. You've got tracks like One Winged Angel that is super fun to work out to. There's countless others. These are some tracks that I personally love. How about you? What gets you amped up? Don't forget, if you didn't skip this video, write down your favorite pump-up song, and a lucky winner will get picked by one of those fancy pants internet generator thingies to get their song on the channel in the next 2 months. Winner gets announced in 3 or 4 days. Don't rush me. I can't leave this without talking about Zero from Ace Combat Zero. Them castanets, ooh, they go way too hard. Listen for yourself. I mean, what the f***, right? Yeah, I think so too. Thanks a ton, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.